Well, good, beautiful morning, folks. We woke up in West Wendover, Nevada, or Wendover, Utah, actually. We're just close to the border. And we are having a great day. What are we doing? You and I are heading up to Reno. So we're going to drive across Nevada today, northern Nevada, through Elko and Fernley and Winnemucca. We're going to get 3 charges today. The first one in Elko. And we'll be using FSD and just hauling up ass to the pepper mill. So we just appreciate everybody's time. Join us for some fun driving today, some cool FSD, and if we see anything interesting as we travel through Nevada. Just appreciate you all, and I'm going to try really, really hard to keep this short because I want to party tonight and not edit. So I'll catch you on the flip side, and have a wonderful day.
Laughing.
Because of your story.
Oh.
All right, we're getting out of Wendover, folks. I thought I would bring you a clip of us passing into Nevada. We did indeed sleep in Utah last night, and Superchargers just right up here at the pepper mill. If I was going to stay in Wendover again, that is where I would go. Not that the Best Western was bad, the Best Western was great, but we just are big fans of the pepper mill. So here we come to the border with Nevada, and now we can gamble, yay! So anyway, folks, we're gonna head off to Reno. We've got 3 charging stops. We're gonna stop in Elko, Winnemucca, and Fernley. Should get into Reno about 4 o'clock and just have a great time. So I'm gonna try and keep this short. I've said that for the last few days. I mean it this time. So look for impactful clips, and I'm gonna try and keep it at a minimum so that I can just go out and have a good time tonight. Anyway, talk to you later. Catch you on the flip side. And we are coming up on the pepper mill, and the Supercharger is going to be up here just on the right. Let's do a clip of FSD handling this downslope of a pass. We were summiting at 6,900 feet, and we're coming down here. I don't remember the name of the pass now. But as you can see, I've got it in full self-drive. I got it set to max speed, and the car is doing just fine. So a little bit creepy, right? You're flying at this corner going 85, wondering, is it going to turn? Sure is. And it's handling this wide, broad, sweeping turn. No problem. Little pinch of the brakes there. That's okay. This is really well done. And there we go. We pop out into the open. Good job, FSD. Oh, that is a gorgeous view. So we're, 69 nice miles from Elko, and we're going to get our first charge. We got 60% state, and car thinks we're going to get in with about 23%. So really great first leg of the journey. Thanks for joining us, and like I said, I'm going to try and keep this short, so we'll catch you on the flip side. Elko, and we've got a beautiful American flag welcoming us into town. And we've just got about 2.3 miles to the Supercharger, so we're at 28% state of charge. Car thinks we're going to get there with 27. I think that's probably right. And it was a great trip, pretty boring. Just wide open 85 the whole way. Didn't really have to slow down for much anything. Not a lot of traffic. Saw a little footage of us coming down that pass. FSD's been great. No interventions or disengagements so far getting to Elko. But we are not off. We're not out of the woods yet, so let's just see what happens here. And the car's got a mile till its exit, and it wants to get over because it's a faster lane, so we'll speed up so we can get past these people. I'm guessing that the car mathematically knows, based on the speed they're going and the speed we're going and the distance to the exit, that, yep, we have enough time to go at the speed you're set at, but I just don't trust it, so I always kind of juice it a little bit when it does this. There we go. Good, so, yep, we did our pass. And now it's braking, which I'm sure is going to really make these people that I just... Oh, they're turning too. Okay, good. Good, blinker on. Nicely done. Got our exit, and it looks like we need to line up with a right turn. Oh, Burger King. Might have to get a sandwich and not a McMuffin, which is kind of too bad. I kind of really like the McDonald's McMuffins. I know I was talking about being burger royalty, but McDonald's breakfast is kind of hard to beat. Okay, we're creeping up here. There's no traffic. Oh, there's a car coming. I'm gonna stop. I don't want to jump out in front of them. So that was a disengagement. Probably could have made it, but I didn't want to take the chance. All right. Now the car needs to get over. Good. All the way over, car. You got to get all the way over, car. There we go. I'm taking over again because, yeah, just because I didn't want to miss my turn. Oh, well. So no disengagements until we get off the freeway. Okay, folks. We're going to go to our supercharger, which is just right up here at the Shiloh Inn, it looks like. And we'll touch base with you in just a few minutes. Yep, there it is, hiding behind that big semi-truck. And there it is, folks. The Elko, Nevada Supercharger in all its glory. It is a 6-stall version 2 supercharger. The parking lot is just beat to shit, and the lines are hard to see. So I had a fun time backing up at first, but everything worked out okay. It's right off the freeway beside a Shiloh Inn. And then if you walk just a little over here, get out of the way of the semi that's blocking the view, you can see you got an Arby's, a Jack in the Box, a grocery store, and then there's a McDonald's and Burger King across the way. So overall, not a bad stop. A little slow, a little small, but doesn't seem to be terribly busy on a Tuesday. So we're on our way to Winnemucca. We will see you shortly. So I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes out of Elko. Nothing exciting happening. Gonna be a pretty boring drive. We're using FSD, but I did think it was kind of interesting. My wife just asked, there's like a moth infestation or something. It's like raining moths. Hopefully the camera's picking them up, but they're like splattering our windshield. They're all over the road. So that's just kind of weird. And I thought I'd share that with you. You never know what you're gonna run into. And my poor windshield is gonna be all buggered up for you. And the car is just filthy. We got to get it detailed. So anyway, you probably don't care too much about that. We're rolling to Winnemucca. I love that name, Winnemucca. We're going to get in with about 12% state of charge, and we're at 76% right now. Car's doing good. Got a 7 mile per hour wind, and car's making a lane change, so I'll have to wait for a second here. God, these moths are everywhere. Consumption shows us at 161 projected, and we've got to go 112. So we got plenty in the tank. So thanks, folks. We'll try and count how many moths we massacre on this drive. I'll check in a little bit. Hey, we got a tunnel and a narrow bridge coming up. So let's just see what happens here. No lane change in tunnel. That makes sense. It's always kind of weird. I imagine that's how the people feel in Las Vegas riding on the loop, you know, when they drop out of the station into that little tube, because it's like way smaller than even this. You hold your breath the whole time?
Look at that pink rock up there.
Yeah, that's kind of cute. It's like a lobster or something. Alright, and we made it across the narrow bridge.
That was the narrow bridge?
That was the narrow bridge. That was pretty intimidating.
Yeah, I got worried for nothing.
Roadkill.
Yeah, that was gross.
That was really gross. And what do we got here?
Nothing. Traffic.
Well, it kind of looks like a jail. I think it's a jail. Yep. Right, because there's a guard tower. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of fucked up... Oh, no, it's the National Guard.
It's like jail.
Elko County Readiness Center, Nevada National Guard. And they need a lookout, I guess. Sorry, folks. I appreciate all of our National Guard people. I think that's funny. All right, we'll kill it here. East Carlin's coming up. We got a train off to our left. It's like a short grain silo. Yep. My wife has reminded me to keep it short. Okay, folks. Peace out. Oh, look, prison area. See, I wasn't far off. So there's a National Guard readiness station, and there is a prison area around here, so maybe that's what the National Guard is for. Keep the prisoners in line. Okay, we'll check in with you in a little bit, folks. And here's a clip of some Nevada road construction, FSD style. Car's just reminding us to pay attention. And you all, if you could, please put a big thank you in the comments, because my wife hates this. Especially when these cones are way over here like this, because the car has a tendency to want to like go into a faster lane, and so it'll try and weave around and do weird things. There's a cone missing. But so far, so good. We've got a rough lane edge on the asphalt, but uneven lanes. Yes, that's what the sign said. But otherwise, everything's been really good. Nicole hasn't reminded me to keep it short yet, but try and keep these clips under a minute or so. Or maybe a little more than a minute. Ooh, Dunphy. But road construction on the freeways, usually not a huge problem. It will sometimes act a little goofy, and will take over, but that's, again, because it's usually because of the cone placement. So, you know, it is following certain rules. It's not a human, where we can interpret signs, but it does a pretty damn good job. So, anyway, enough of this boring clip. We'll check back in with you here in a little while. I think we got, I don't know how many more miles of this, but we appreciate your viewership, and we'll touch base in Winnemucca. So we're pulling into Winnemucca to get our supercharge. Looks like we got our exit coming up here on the right. We're at 22%. Car thinks we're going to get in with 21, and mainly we're getting in with such a high state of charge because there was so much road construction. There was one spot where we were single lane with cones for, what, 12 miles? Yeah. So, little bit of crappy construction on 80 west, but, you know, it is what it is. We checked our trip, and we are at 5,117 miles so far. So, Epic Texas Roadtrip 2023, we're over $5,000 in miles now. I'm going to have to seriously consider purchasing the extended warranty, because we're going to go out of warranty on this car, probably sometime in September or October. And we just bought it last year. So we put almost 40,000 miles on it in just a little over a year. So, very good car. And as you can tell, we like driving it. Okay, good. Everybody's going fast around here. It's kind of an interesting little dog leg thing. Okie dokie. As you wish, car. Looks like we're going to follow a damn semi. Yeah, oh well, that's okay. He's come a long way. He's from Maine. At least his trailer is. Alright. So far, so good. And of course, we got to come to our required full stop. And nobody's coming. The car doesn't like it. Oh, there we go. That wasn't any of you, was it?
No.
That was really rough, Amos. That was really rough. It's a good thing we didn't have a bunch of people behind us. They probably would have been like, what the hizzy? Alright. Good. Good lane adjustment. Yeah. I like that it follows the rules, but the speeds feel awful slow after going 85. So cute little town.
Holiday Inn.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, Holiday Inn and Express. What a shock. Hey, we're right next to Pete's Gambling Hall, though, so that's a good thing. You got Dos Amigos Mexican restaurant. Right, oh, I see, right up here. Interesting. I wonder if they're up that hill there. Oh, Winnemucca, you need to fix your sign. You got a couple 3 neon lights out.
It's Winnemucca.
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 Yeah, there we
On
go.
Potato Road.
Oh, yeah. Okay, interesting. And it's supposed to be just up here. Oh, yeah, right there in the gas station parking lot, right behind the restrooms. Awesome. And there's a casino and a Mexican restaurant. 2, 4, 6, 8. Looks like an 8 stall version 2.
Which one?
No, these are all pull-throughs.
Yeah.
I'd maybe go this furthest one on the end. It does matter because you don't want to, we want as much juice as we can get. Yep, so go to the one on the end.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we're here. We're going to charge. We'll talk to you in a little bit. And just a quick Tesla tip. I'm cleaning the screen for you so that you have a better experience watching us struggle with FSD. And then once the screen is all nice and clean, if you don't want to get a fingerprint on your nice screen, I just take my rag, I stick my finger in it, and then I use it to hold the hold to exit button. Bang, look at that. And then now, beautiful clean screen without a fingerprint. And if we go again to here, and we hold Model Y for 3 seconds, we're going to get service mode. So S-E-R-V-I, whoops, S-E-R-V, shit. Now the screen's being a little persnickety. S-E-R-V-I-C-E. Okay. All lowercase, and we enable that. And now we can look at what is going on with our charging. So if I go into high voltage and I go to charging, we can see what's happening here. So we've got 364 volts, 198 amps, cable status, and all the good things happening, right? We can click that again, and we can go to high voltage system, and it'll show us what's happening there. Charging 32.2%, so we can see exactly what's happening. Battery health at 91%. And I did a test 135 days ago. So what I'm going to do when we get back from this trip is do another battery health test to see if all of this supercharging, 5,000 miles worth, has had an impact on our battery life. And again, where am I getting that number from? I set Texas 2023 trip card, 5,118 miles. We've averaged 373 watt hours a mile. And total energy consumed so far, 1,909 kilowatt hours. So definitely been putting some miles on this baby. So there you go, little rundown. We're going to be here for about 40 more minutes. We're getting a kind of a slow rate, 71 kilowatt at 33%. And I don't know if it's the car or what. My daughter thinks it's all their fault. So anyway, we're going to be here for a little bit. It wants to charge up pretty big because we got 128 miles to go, mostly at 85 mile an hour speeds. So we'll check in when we take off. Thanks, everybody. And here we have it, folks. This is the Winnemucca, Nevada Supercharger. It is a version 2, 8 stall, relatively popular, right next to this casino. This building right here is where you can go to the bathroom, and they're relatively clean. And a Chevron. There's a Flying J. Nice little place where you can walk your pets. And then the Pizista Resistance, Burger King. So if you need some BK or some fast glass, this is your supercharger. So we're going to get back on the road, and we're going to go to Fernley, Nevada next, get a charge, and then hit Reno up. So we'll check you on the flip side. Okay, just a little side note to this video. The first 4 superchargers when you come into this place in Winnemucca are version 2s. And I just assumed that these 4 on the right side were version 2s as well. So I'm sitting over here at 1A. We were the first one in 1A, so I thought, oh, we're going to get full power, 150 kilowatt or 140, because we were low state of charge. And the whole time I'm sitting in the car, and you saw I did a service mode talk about with you, we were getting 71 kilowatts. I'm like, what the hell? So I got out to walk around and see what was happening. Maybe the station was derated. And I saw, nope, these are version 3s. I plugged in here and I'm getting 158 kilowatts. So it helps and doesn't hurt to check out your charging situations, folks. Have a wonderful day. Well, here we are. We're about 20 minutes out of Winnemucca. Beautiful view out the window, but this isn't the most exciting drive. It's really kind of just to put the hammer down and get where you're going. Luckily, we can do 85 pretty much all the time, but you can see it's just these long stretches of straight road, couple bends, and then we go up a big pass and down. And that's pretty much northern Nevada on I-80. but it is a testament to the engineering marvel of Tesla. I mean, again, I know there's other EVs out on the market that are doing this as well, and those are also engineering marvels. But this car is just, it's 92 degrees out. We're running flat out at 85 miles an hour. Think about how many RPM that is for the motors. Wonderful efficiency. We're going to get in with 16% state of charge. So this is a great car. It's handled the heat dome wonderfully, except for tires. And I, again, will take that as my fault. So thank you, folks. Last probably shot before we get into Fernley. And I just wanted to show you what we are experiencing out the windshield. It's not real exciting. So touch base in a while. All right, we are approaching Fernley, Nevada, where we're going to get another supercharge, our last charge of the day. Well, last on the road charge. We'll charge when we get to the hotel. And I just thought I'd bring in the views here. So we got 14% state of charge. Car thinks we're going to get in with 13%. We had some road construction just before Fernley, so it kind of slowed us down a bit. That's why we got a little more juice than I thought we might have. But overall, great drive. I used advanced cruise control during the road construction just because there was rumble strips and cones, and it was really a kind of a jacked up drive. So I just steered and let the car use the gas, and that worked perfect. Got some giant distribution centers or something going on here off to the left, and we got a Sherwin-Williams paint factory, so that's pretty cool. Fernley seems like it might be a distribution center in Paint Town. All right, here's our exit. Good use of a blinker and a nice speed. Oh man, looks like we're going to be entering another work zone. We're only about 40 miles from Reno, so we'll be there quick. There's Terrible's Casino at the Flying J. And we need to make a left here. So we'll see how this goes. Shouldn't be too complicated, I wouldn't think. You want to drive to Reno? Okay, we'll see when we get to the charger. Ton of traffic here. I am guessing they must have just had a light let out or something. Alright, we should hopefully get our turn here in a minute. Looks like we have to stop, the people on the right have to stop, and the people coming from the left do not need to stop. So the car is just making sure that semi-truck isn't going to do anything wackadoodle. I gave it just a tiny little love tap. Alright, we're going to roll up here into Fernley, and looks like we're going to make a right here in just about quarter mile. Somebody's got to get to the Walmart. Oh, the car wants to go around so bad. But no bueno. Yeah, so we should be wrapping this up shortly. Looking forward to getting into the hotel and having a nice, relaxing rest of the afternoon. Alright, so we're going to come up here and make another right. Yeah, you can do that, car. Nobody's going to get upset with you. There's no bikes in the lane. There you go. Good job. And I am guessing it's going to be at a hotel. Oh, hello, Mr. Red Car. Hey there. Nicely done. Jesus. Can't say I wouldn't have done the same thing. Okay, this is kind of weird. Where in the heck is this thing? It's like back here in an HOA or something. Okay, well, this is where it said we were supposed to go, and I don't see a frickin' supercharger. So I think maybe...
I think you took a wrong turn, maybe.
Well, I was letting the car drive. But yeah, it says we need to go back the other way. So anyway, folks, we'll touch base. Looks like the car had a navigation failure. And we did find it, folks. Here is the Fernley Supercharger. It is a 12 stall version 3, and I'm certain of that this time I checked them. So you've got a wonderful supercharger here in Fernley, Nevada. Not super busy. Looks like maybe one of the handles fell down, so I'll go fix that in a moment. You got a nice restaurant right here, Red's. I went in there and used the restroom. You can see the golden arches right behind it if you needed to get a bite to eat. There's some more stuff down there, Chinese restaurant. There's an urgent care center if you need some help, and then a Super 8 right next door. So overall, a pretty good charging spot. And like I said, we are going to head on down the road here in just a few minutes to Reno and get to the pepper mill. So when we show up there, I will check in with you. Thanks everybody and have a wonderful day. Maybe name this video like Epic Road Construction Day to Reno, because that is all we've been dealing with. Another one of those distribution centers. So we were only there in Fernley for about 10 minutes. Got a quick charge. We're up to 48%. We pulled in with about 13, so rocketed it up right up there, and the car thinks we'll get into Reno with about 28% state of charge. So should only use about 20% to get there. It's about 35 miles, so hopefully this construction will end and we can get there and get settled in. So FSD's doing fine here. It's got defined lines and these Jersey barriers, so it makes things easier for it. And we'll just let it take us the rest of the way to our awesome hotel, resort, and casino. No, get over, car. God. Get over, car. Goofball thing, I guess I asked it to make a lane change too early. Oh well. Off we go. All right, folks, we'll check in with you when we get to the pepper mill or if something cool happens. All right, hey there, folks. We made it to the pepper mill. We're safe and sound. As you can see behind me, Amos is charging, and we are just looking forward to a few days of relaxing. So you won't see any videos from me for a while, but we'll be heading out of here Friday. Unfortunately, the camera battery came loose, and I didn't have any footage of coming into Reno, but we'll film Reno as we leave. So with that, have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you on the flip side here at Tesla Northwest in Eves.